Hello, boys, girls, and NBs. I need to switch my screen back over to this. How's everyone doing today? We got a lot of drama to cover. If you couldn't tell right off the bat from the thumbnail, we got an Amouranth situation to cover today. What else? We have Colleen Ballinger, who is leaving YouTube, question mark, maybe staying, but mentioned she's leaving in a video. We'll get over to that. There's a lot to cover. There's the Buddies Cafe drama that kind of happened today. That's a big deal on TikTok, and I see it making waves over to other platforms as well. And it's something that's still happening, but maybe resolved, maybe not. We'll get into that. There's also, on top of that, Andrew Tate situation, I think. We'll dive into that right off the bat. And let me check. Make sure there's nothing else that we're covering today. I think that'll be... Oh, there's a girl. We'll get into this too. There was a girl that she got the email from Elon Musk or whoever was under Elon Musk that sent out the workers email that was like, you must tell us 5 things about what you did this week and why you should keep your job. Otherwise, we're getting you out of here. And there was a woman on the internet who put up a post of like what it was like replying to that email, I think. I started pre-watched like 10 seconds of it. So she said she responded to it. So we'll get into that. There's a lot of drama fresh off the press. We'll start with the light drama and work our way in, I suppose. Oh boy. Let me get my little thing. I was having an array of technical issues today when I was going into stream. My stream deck went out for some reason, and then my camera went out, and it made me reinstall a driver to be able to get my camera functioning again. So now I have to have the driver open while I stream, which is severely annoying because it's just another app that's running that's going to slow stream down big time. And if something happens with that app, then I have no camera, and then I have to wait for it to load again. So I used to not have to have that open, so that's super annoying. But because you guys don't want to hear the nerd stuff. You're here for the drama. Well, N64 when I was gaming the other day. For those that probably saw that and you're like, what is that? Oh. I should hide that. God, I need to like zoom my camera in more. Let's zoom it in a little bit more. There we go. Hide my desk. Ooh. Alrighty. I gotta get my driver open here. Also, if you're watching the VOD, feel free to like scrub through. This is all gonna be in sections, obviously. I might even upload parts of this as separate videos. I got one comment from someone that said that, so I was like, okay, I might do that. Stream Deck, here it is. I have way too many apps. I'm a nerd. I'm an app nerd, okay? What can you do? How does stream look, by the way? I changed my camera's frame rate since all this camera bullcrap. Switch it to 60 frames a second. I did something with the lighting here. Maybe that looks nicer than before. I haven't figured it out yet. Till I get stuff on the walls, then I'll figure out something else for the lighting. But I think I figured out a little plan here. And that might even change soon. Let me know what you think of like the lighting and things like that. Okay. Oh, sweet. We got our Stream Deck. Let's go. Stream Deck activated. I'm going to leave the music going. I might quiet it down just a little bit so we can cover the drama. Okay. Give me a quick sec. Oh, it's so annoying. I have to... Okay. Here we go. We'll quiet the music down just a little bit. Oh, wait, the song kind of ended there, but... Alrighty. Drama time. So... right off the top, mate. Fuck it, hell. Andrew Tate. You guys remember this fellow? The deeply misogynistic guy that would, like, go on and also, I don't know, have women in his basement that he forced to be on camera. And then he got caught up with that, and they like, ripped him and his brother out of their house. And they, like, took his car and all that shit. You remember that? And he was like, fucking hell, lads. Let me out of jail. And then he kept going, like, in and out of jail. I don't know why I said it like that. Andrew Tate. The music got really loud, didn't it? Quiet that down a little bit. I don't know why it got loud. There we go. Oh, I bumped it up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, Andrew Tate right here. This Han Shandy guy here said, ew, Han Shandy. I don't like that. Why did that? What name is that reminding me of? It sounds Sean Hannity. Is that who this is? Is that Sean Hannity? Oh God, is that? I didn't even realize that. Ignore that Destiny clip. That was when the Destiny stuff was going on. This is a terrible post. Look at this. I was just looking at this right here, seeing that they got out. I wasn't even looking at this. I'm now reading the post. This is, I mean, I'm not going to say that out loud. I don't wish that upon anybody, actually. Jeez Louise. I should have read that part. I was literally looking at this before stream. But this person said, looks like Trump made an exception to his no blank and sex traffickers crossing the border policy. Yeah, he let the Tate boys out. Which actually, Andrew Tate released. There was an article I saw. Here it is. AP News. Here we go. Influencer Tate brothers who faced human trafficking charges arrive in the U.S. Yeah, I heard they're going to Florida. That's the thing. They're like, we're getting out of Romania. We're going to Florida. That's how he talks. I kind of forgot how his voice sounds. Influencer brothers Andrew and Tristan Tate, who are charged with, yeah, they had human trafficking charges in Romania. We fought the U.S. There was a video where I reacted to Andrew Tate, and it's like one of my most hated videos. I may have privated it even. The average person that commented out, we're like, no, dog, you don't get it. Nah, man, you don't get it. Andrew Tate's actually a health influencer. He's the reason why I'm going to the gym, dog. Like, you don't get it. And I was like, a human trafficker is the reason you're going to the gym? It's kind of a sad excuse. Arrived Thursday in the U.S. after authorities lifted travel restrictions on buildings. Yikes. The administration doing shitty things once again. My channel, ever since the new administration's kicked in, I'm having a hard time avoiding politics. I'm going to do my best to try to avoid talking about that since that wasn't the main kicker of my channel. Yeah, they land in Fort Lauderdale. If you're in Fort Lauderdale, look out for these human traffickers, especially if you're a woman. The Tates, who are U.S. dual British citizens, fucking hell, were arrested late 22 and formally indicted last year on charges they participated in a criminal ring that lured women into Romania, where they were sexually exploited. Andrew Tate was also charged with, they denied allegations. Yep. Yeah, that was the thing they kept doing. They were like, nah, not us, nah. In December, case cannot go because of multiple legal and procedural irregularities with the part of the prosecutors. The case remained open, and there's an ongoing investigation in them in Romania. Romania's anti-organized crime agency, DICOS, in a statement, prosecutors approved a request to change the travel restrictions on the Tates, but did not say who made the request. God, they just look like gross people. I'm sorry. They just look gross, man. Like, that might be the last person I want to ever encounter. There's probably worse people. Destiny's probably up there with that, or AKA Sex Pestiny. There's probably worse people I can name, but these people are not anybody I ever want to run into. Maria, what's up? How are you? Good to see you in here. Going over the drama. I was talking about Andrew Tate, the situation. These guys got released, and they're in Florida now. They're gonna be some beach dwellers. They're, you know, who knows? Who knows? They're on the loose. The human traffickers. So dangerous situation there. I think that's really it though for the Tate brothers. Now, the other part of the drama. Do we get in? I guess this is a quick thing to cover. I guess trigger warning for, I don't like, inciting hate that's graphic, question mark ish. But Amouranth, this person tweets, what the fuck happened to her? Amouranth right here says LGBTQIA activists should have been burnt during the LA fires. This is from my Kick VOD 2 weeks back, which was timed at 48:20. Okay, can I ask a serious question? What happens when you go on Kick? There is something about being on Kick. You can be like a normal person. Like, I've never seen, by the way, I should probably preface it with this. Yeah, of course it was Kick. Okay. I have to preface it with this. I say this every single time, and every now and then when I say it, someone's like, dog, what are you talking about? But I'm still going to say it. I know we're talking about Amouranth, and I know she said a horrible thing, but me making this video, whether this video gets 50 views, whether it gets 2,000, me talking about this, by no means does this give anybody permission to go and harass her due to the fact she said this. I can certainly promise you she has received endless harassment after this entire thing. This has 2.2 million eyeballs on it. If you're going to look at me and say, no, nobody harassed her for this, you're an insane person, okay? She definitely needs someone to talk to her and say, hey, that's kind of fucked up. You should apologize. I imagine an apology may come potentially. Maybe I'm being too generous here, but maybe an apology will come of this. But what the hell happened when you get on Kick? Like, there's something that actively switches in people's brains. I've seen literally like the most like liberal-minded people who are very I don't know, have a very level head, who are very conscious of who their audience is and that kind of thing. And then they go on Kick and it's like they're suddenly slurring, they're just like wild shit's coming out of their mouth. And I thought Amouranth was in the clear until I saw this, and I'm like, good God. Yeah, but let's play the clip. You guys probably like, play the clip. All right, we'll play it. All right. Here we go.
And you could 9 times out of 10.
Oh my God, I like how this is done through it. Okay, hang on. There might be a better clip here. I think this is done through a Asmongold. I don't want to like play it through an Asmongold clip. And I saw Caroline, actually. I saw Caroline Kwan appropriately reply to this.
If you say...
Okay, maybe we will... Okay, here's what we'll do. So it looks like she did reply to this. Okay. So we'll go back to the other one. We'll go back, I guess, maybe Asmongold. Maybe it's done through this. Then we'll go to her reply.
Exactly why they're saying what they're saying.
Give the crazies to all of California. It's already the land of fruits and nuts. Yeah, we can give them California. I'm fine with that. They can live in LA. That's fine.
It has been 1 month since Southern California exploded in a fierce fire
They can have
toward
that.
the Palisades.
Whoa!
Just a few hours later, on the other side of LA.
And you
Whoa!
could 9 times out of 10 figure
Wait.
North of the Palisades and beyond.
Hey, yo! Why is she, like... I was... What?
The Palisades and beyond. Just a few hours later, on the other side of LA County,
fine with me.
another deadly fire breaks out, the Eaton Fire. It raced across Altadena and Pasadena. The two fires charred more than 37,000
Right there.
acres.
They can all live. That sounds
destroyed
like a
over
lovely
16,000
community.
structures and cost
Hey,
20
yo!
people their lives.
Too bad it didn't cause the right people their lives.
Okay. This is... I never get an answer. That is insane. I never get an answer to this question because these people who say these things don't have an answer for it. But, okay, as someone who has friends who are a part of the LGBTQ, either online or offline communities, out of all those friends that I have, none of them that I know, at least, are like harmful people. And I've yet to like, whenever people on here, now that is like a very broad thing to say, I understand that, but here, let me dive into this a little more. Okay, when people online look at something that just has LGBTQ like a part of it, so it's like da 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 LGBTQ community blank or whatever, there's a very select group of people online that just like to grab that and then they go bad. It's just bad. And it's like a lot of right-wingers do this, but I've even seen like some liberal-minded people do this as well. And it's like, wait a minute, hang on. What did they do to you? Did they screw your life up? Like Amouranth, hello? Are you, like, what happened? Hello? And it's like, it's not like there's like a transgender person, a lesbian, or queer, anybody that, you know, did something that is directly harming Amouranth that like made her say it. Just let's just say that. It's like, holy shit, dude. I cannot tell you, like, there was like, okay, I got a comment actually from one of my community members here that said, here, I'll pull up the comment. I don't want to butcher it, but I'll pull up the comment. It was in, I believe, that last video, which that last video was the comments were a nightmare. I like kind of regret making that last video. Comments were horrendous, but there was one community member that left a normal comment, and thank you. But here, wait. Let me pull it up. Hang on. There's one community member here that left a nice comment. Newest. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna pull it up when I find it. There were so many. Look at this. The comments were a shit show on the last video. There was a couple of you that. Look at this. The one time I make a video where it's just me talking and, like, I don't know, feeling bad for people that are not a straight white male. Everyone's like, nah. Okay, here it is. Here's the comment I was looking for. Right here. This is just transgender adults right here. Transgender adults make up from 0.6 to 1.6 of the U.S. population. So when I look at that, and you look at the U.S. population, this is the U.S. population right here. Now you're going to say, yeah, that's a small fraction, right? So if there's a small fraction, what is it in your soul that feels this need to like just attack this already small fraction of, and I say small, I say that lightly. I'm talking about in comparison to the U.S. population, which I'm sure if you saw, you know, them standing in a room, it looks a lot different, right? But in that, why would you attack a group that already deals with a lot, that's already being completely undercut by the government, that's already getting shit on routinely? Like, what are you doing? I just feel like people have bad, I don't know. I feel like people have bad faith in them that want to attack just communities like that. Just let people be, man. Just be nice. Come on. We have so much bad in the world. We just need people to freaking be nice, man. But anyway, I can go on about that all day. But anyway, Amouranth responded here and said, I guess I'm not allowed, which weird. Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to question the behavior of activists who threaten to incite the violence against their own community without being accused of hating the group affiliation they happen to belong to. But then again, I don't assume the actions of a specific few are indicative of the whole. But thanks for making me trend. Okay, so what happened here? What is this? What incited her to say that?
If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space. If you
Okay, so that's the clip. That's what really triggered Amouranth to say that. Are you kidding me? That's it? That's crazy. Okay, now look what here. Caroline Kwan appropriately. I want to read Caroline's response because I think Caroline gave a good response back to Amouranth on this. Caroline said, Amouranth, here. This is someone way too. I think I'm way too desensitized to this shit because I'm not even shocked. I'm part of the community too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it sucks that you're like desensitized because it's like to you, it's like this is something that you're just like, oh, it's another day, another comment, or another fucking weirdo. And it sucks. I think I was talking about this with a friend today, but I think we've all become too. I don't know if I think we're like online so much and in front of so much information all the time that things that are not normal are starting to become normalized to us in the weirdest of ways. Where it's like, I don't know, people like harbor resentment as a result of it. I don't know, like people much like yourself over here saying like you're desensitized to it or not shocked when like if we didn't have the internet, I think you might still feel that same way, but you might not see as much of this stuff is what I'm trying to say. Like we see even more of it as a result of the internet, which is like extremely desensitizing. And it's just like, oh, another day, another terrible comment. And it's like, it's kind of sad. Like it's something that I think should have some kind of, I don't know. I don't even want to go down this road because anytime I go down the road, people are like, excuse me, sir, free speech. Excuse me, I can say what I want, free speech. But it's like, yeah, how about you just don't dog on this community, okay? How about you just go have a dog with someone else? Don't just go have a dog with like, I don't know. Go don't even have a dog with anybody. Go freaking hang out with your dog. Go pet your dog. Might take a break from the internet, but you're too deep. Yeah. I say that to myself every day, and then I'm like, God, I'm so freaking online. But Caroline right here said, Amouranth, trans community is under constant attack from the current administration. Yes, exactly. If you are paying attention to politics, which seeing you are doing political commentary, I will assume you are. This reminds me, have you guys been seeing like how Asmongold is like the number one political commentator on Twitch? I went into his stream the other day, like just out of nowhere, and I commented and I was like, Asmongold, are you the number one political streamer? And he stopped his entire stream and he's like, well, I would not say that I'm a political streamer. And he literally, in the top of his stream, has the little marker that says, like, it's a political stream. It doesn't say political stream, but it's the thing political streamers get. And I thought it was the funniest thing because then right after that, he cut into, like, a clip of some person in office that was, like, talking on a stand. And I was like, dude. And anyway, the reason I bring that up is because Asmongold's like, no, I'm not a political commentator, but he talks about politics, so it's funny. I would assume that would be, her thing back to this, but I will assume you are. Then you are well aware that war has been waged against the trans existence. Yep. Your response to activists declaring they will fight against this vicious legislation was to cruelly suggest that they should be burned in the fires devastated LA. The casual insinuation of violent death for activists fighting for the right to freedom and dignity is frankly appalling. Please do not continue down this path. Did she reply? I said based. Let's see. Why is there ads? They are shilling Trump ads like this. Why Trump won? Think I need to read that. And look, 137 million eyeballs on that. They are just shilling that all over. Twitter is awful now. Well said. Is the systematic vilification. Talk to other women. Talk to others. Don't just watch controversial streamers, especially men who have stake in the game. Interesting. Amazon have any snarky retort to this when she's putting the actual arguments against the grift? Yeah. I mean, I expect, I would hope, if I'm going to give Amouranth the benefit of the doubt here, I'm going to hope Amouranth comes through with an apology. I don't know how much that will do. Maybe it's like a really good one. I've seen some good apologies in recent times. Sometimes people that are like big creators online come through with a good apology. Like I talked about this before, like the Nick is not green apology, the 4th or 5th one he did was pretty good. You know, people are capable of. Prime example of a good apology. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. iDubbbz, that was a great apology. Oh, you're next. I couldn't even tell. I'm sorry. I was just yapping away about Twitter, how it's just filled to the brim with right-wing ads like this. But I was saying I hope that Amouranth replies this, because right here, look, right here, this person down here was saying, where do they say that? Where did the comment go already? Oh, I like how she doesn't have a snarky retort to this. Yeah, so I hope Amouranth comes through with a good sorry or something. I hope. Keeping my fingers crossed on that front. We shall see. We shall see. If I make this into a video, I'm going to say, hit that subscribe button while you're here. Or even if you're watching the stream, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Wow, I whipped out a new voice for that. I should save that. It's a bit. All right, next thing. Shall we? Next piece of drama. Okay, let's do this. This is light news. This is light drama news. All right. Do you guys?
Today I responded to the email.
Do you guys remember? A handful of days ago now, Elon Musk sent out that thing. It was like a Friday or maybe even a Thursday. I think it might have even been a Friday, but it was like the day before people went to the weekend. And he was like, you have 2 days to respond to this email about, tell us like 5 things and how you're like making work happen in your workplace or something. And like, first off, there were multiple companies that were like telling their employees to not respond to that because it's not going to affect them. And not only was there that, but there was like people that were just on vacation that wouldn't have seen it anyway, that would have came back from vacation and just like lost their job. It just wasn't a normal thing. It was just another crazy thing that conservatives do to get people yapping and get people like myself to go, hey, what are you doing? Like, conservatives just like stirring the pot, making people mad. That's it. At least even the conservatives that I'm friends with in real life, that I literally am going day by day to cut every one of them off because they're psychopaths. Do you guys have those friends that are conservatives, but they know how to like actually keep their mouth shut with politics? And you're like, okay, you're like, I can kind of like withstand being around you, but I'm not gonna like make it a point to hang out with you. But you're good at keeping your mouth shut on politics. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I have neighbors. My family has neighbors that are like that. And it's like, we can all go on the lake and do stuff, or we can all go like to the beach or whatever it is. But like, in politics, it doesn't come up, and we're like, all right, thank God. I don't think conservatives keep their mouths shut. I know, I didn't think so either. I didn't think so either. I know, I've never seen it before either. I know. There's like, I think what it is, I think it's like a boundaries thing where it's like, we've like ahead of time with these people crossed the politics road, and then we're like, we'll have like a disagreement, and then we see like the vibe, and we're like, all right, we're not gonna get along. So we've been like, let's not talk about this anymore, and then we don't. Like this happened with like some family, actually, not immediate family, but happened with some like family down the line, and we actually were able to like keep it like off limits for a whole family party recently. It was great. It was awesome. You live in Texas? Okay, yeah, I used to live in Texas. It's different there. I feel like everyone there's everyone there for sure is like hog. Oh, I was eating out at a restaurant the other night, and I was talking to my dad, and I was like, because I'm so online, instead of saying conservatives, I was like, yeah, the hogs, and like I said hog, thinking like the online term for conservatives, and the guy that was like at the bar, he's like, oh, hogs. We have a lot of those in, I think he said Texas. He's like, there's a part of Texas where there's just a lot of hogs. Like, we'll see hogs on the loose. And he started going on this tangent about hogs. And I was like trying to hold back laughing the entire time because he totally didn't catch the like hog conservative thing there. Oh, that shit was so funny. It was so funny. But yeah, no, every like one. What happened to Olivia Rodrigo? What the hell? Why is Olivia Rodrigo popping off on Twitter? Hang on, quick intermission to see why Olivia Rodrigo. That's a name I haven't seen in a little bit. What happened? Oh, nothing. I hate when names pop off and nothing's happening. People are just sharing photos of Olivia Rodrigo right now. Okay. Anyway. Anyway. Remember when Joe Biden used to say that a lot? Anyway. But anyway. So yeah, Elon Musk sent that crazy thing where people were like gonna come back from vacation and just find out their job was gone. And if it wasn't that, they were gonna just either miss the email because they're too busy working and then find out their job's gone. You get the point. This girl made a video as someone who she compares applying to an email to what I imagine living in North Korea be like. Huh? Let's see what she said here. Huh?
Today, I responded to the email that we received as federal employees asking us to report 5 things that we accomplished last week. I'm not worried about my 5 things. I have plenty of things to report. I did plenty of work last week. But the feeling of just like absolute existential dread that I felt typing out a response to that email is something that I wish I could convey to everyone, because it felt like such a glimpse into the reality that they are trying to create. And it was terrifying. It felt like, you will do what I say or else. The email that we received did not say that failure to respond would be taken as a resignation. But the post on X did say that. And leadership at my agency is pretty much like,
yo, that's weird. So the post said it, but the email didn't.
The email's authentic, but we don't know if the threat is or is not. We are going to respond, but kind of left it up to each of us to decide what to do.
Also, Elon Musk tweets like 130 times a day. That he's a freak.
We have received more emails about all of the fucking bullshit going on with Doge and Elon and all of this federal employee stuff that like I've spent more time.
Oh, wait, not to stop it again. Did you guys see the Doge thing? There's like a shitload of Doge rumors where everyone's like, oh, you're getting the Doge stimulus check. And people are like cutting up TikToks about it. And then there's like TikToks, people are like, oh yeah, dog, we're getting the Doge stimmy check. And then there's people like, nah. I'm like, dude, I don't know what's happening there, but you know what? If we get it, great. If we don't. Like, I like, it'd be nice. Sure, we could, but like now people are like going down the line of like, oh, we're getting like 5K, cool. And then there's people that are like, no, it'd be like $100. It's like, how do we arrive here? Be awesome if we could all get money. I'd love that. That would help. That would certainly help.
I'm in the last couple of weeks navigating these emails.
Sup, at a show, saw you on, had to show love. Oh, thank you, Meredith. Hope you enjoy your show. Thanks for hopping in at a show. That's really cool of you. A true support. I was just talking about your comment earlier. And I was talking because we were talking about something with transgender people. And I brought up your comment because it was a statistic. And it helped my stream out. So thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I also I check out streams when I'm at shows too. Maybe that's the chronically online in me.
Going to these town hall meetings, going to these other meetings, making sure that so that the leadership can break down what's happening and tell us how we need to respond and tell us what the fuck is going on and tell us, oh, you might lose your job because when your FTE runs, like there's so many things that they're having to convey to us. And so nothing that actually should normally be getting done and accomplished is being done or accomplished because we're all so busy fucking trying to navigate this hellscape that is happening. That is waste. That and the fact that the studies we work on, if we are worried that they might be considered, something that will lose funding, what's the point in working on it now? And has the last year, 2, 3 years of work.
Can I say something? This might be a take my own community might not like, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I feel like I'm on a different page with this. Why do people watch videos in like 4 and 2 times speed? I get ahead, there comes a point where I just cannot listen to people talking. When they talk like this and they go like that, and then simultaneously, not from you guys, but from newcomers to the channel, not all, but every here and there, both on this channel and my other channel, I get comments from people. They're like, "Dog, you talk way too slow," or like I see it on my TikTok. People like, "You talk too slow, too slow streamer, can't listen." Next. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I touch grass like regularly. I am out socializing with people. Ebooks at 10 times. God. And then, okay, for instance, not to call him out, because God. Yeah, and not to call this person out, but Adam McIntyre. When I see Adam, watching stuff back and reacting to it, the stuff he reacts back to is like, and you're listening to it, and you're like, you can maybe make out the word like Colleen Ballinger, YouTube, and you're like, wait, and it, are our attention spans shrinking? So we have to speed crap up? What happened to the good old days? Maybe I'm a boomer. This is my boomer take. What happened to the good old days of sitting down? For instance, there was a point in my life where I would sit down. I bring his name up all the time on this stream, but there was a point in time where I used to sit down, kick on the very, really good Curtis Connor podcast, put on some headphones, do nothing else, and just cross my arms and watch it for 50 minutes, an hour, and just watch. Not go on TikTok and distract myself, none of that. Just eyes to computer, headphones on, watch. And it's we can't even do that now. We're oh man, let's kick up Curtis 4 times speed. He talks too slow too. It's what?
We've done on it been for naught. That's wasteful. This whole thing is an exercise for them to show us how much power.
You know what's actually insane about that too? If you go out and touch grass and talk to normal humans that are also touching grass, nobody in real life is gonna stop you midway through your conversation and be like, "Hey Max, you're talking to. Speed up when you're talking to me tonight." Nobody's gonna say that. Nobody. If they do, that person is an insane person.
Power they have and how little we have, and how we must do what they say. And it's so insane because, again, who the fuck is Elon? How does he get to decide that he is king of the federal employees, king of HR, at the Office of Personnel Management, and he gets to tell us, send this email or you're fired, you lose your job. There's no rationale here that makes it make any sense outside of,
true,
look how much power I have and you better fucking listen or your livelihood is gone. The 2 million people that are gonna have to respond to this email, if they choose to, are they gonna go through 2 million emails to make sure that they were honest, to make sure that they were authentic, to make sure that the items listed out were relevant to the people's jobs, to make sure that the person, there's so many things that would have to happen for them to actually legitimately go through these emails, and that's not going to happen because it just it can't happen, and
also, yeah, that's another thing I'm thinking. How does Elon Musk suddenly have emails to every single person at every job or whatever? That does not make sense.
And again, it's just a flex. It's just, you need to know who's in charge, and this is one of the ways we're making you aware. And the feeling that I felt responding to that email was such a glimpse into a possible future here, a probable future here if we don't fucking do something about it. It felt so scary and so heartbreaking. It felt much like I would imagine living in a place like what I always imagined North Korea to be would be where the energy is, yes, master, your wish is my command. And again, these people that we're reporting to are people that have no expertise outside of tech. They don't know anything about the health services that are operated through the federal system or about anything, really. And now half of the CDC workforce is gone, and the national park rangers are like...
Dude, I'm pretty sure I saw another plane crash today that was posted. Or if it wasn't a plane crash, it was a plane that landed early because it like couldn't continue flying, and the pilot luckily caught it, otherwise it would have crashed. Something to that effect that happened. I'm like, dude, we're like cutting FAA members, and look at what's going on with planes. We're cutting out like other federal employees. North Korea is a bit of yeah, it is. That was why I started this. And I was like, North Korea, dude, people are. What is up with this? What is going on with people, man? Why are we like talking about North Korea like that? What is happening? What I imagine North Korea to be like. Did you guys see? Wasn't there that girl that made this? Also, another thing too. Not this video, but I feel like the current administration is like has an extra like layer of scrutiny when it comes to like what you're saying online now. And I kind of feel like you have to like tread cautiously online. Like it's the kind of stuff where it's like they might find you saying something online and like use that in a court of law against you or something. At least it feels that way to me. And I've heard a couple people mention that now. So I don't know. It feels weird, but let's move on. Next drama. All right, this is the headline story of the day. This is a thing that's happening. I mean, she's literally cutting up TikToks right now. Look at this. This right here. She just posted this 12.4K. Literally just finished posting that. This one too. It's blowing up. So let me find a good like starting point for this one. Let me see if there's like a Twitter thing that can kick us off with it. It's called Buddies Cafe. All right, let's see. Or Buddies Coffee. Here it is. Okay, here's a good thing to start it off. The owner of Buddies Coffee in Williamsburg posted a TikTok that their rent will be going up and they won't be able to afford to stay open. And I walked by today and the line is down to the back. Holy shit, that's so sick. Okay, so if you're unaware of what this is just simply whatchamacallit. This is oh, that's like a cute little coffee shop right there. I like their logo too. This is just what happens when it's like capitalism, first off, but it's also oh my god, I lost the term for it. It's like the thing when they're like, oh, you're oh my god, what is the term? The term went right out of my mouth. I was about to say it and then I completely lost it. But it's like when they oh god, I want to say the term right. Touristification, is that it? Yeah, it's that, and it's gentrification. Touristification and gentrification. There it is. And then they have to like gentrify an area, and it's I'll tell you why I'm saying this in a second. But let's cut right to, let's see if anybody else is talking about it. 2 days ago. Okay, so the TikToks right there. Alrighty, let's play through the TikToks to kind of get us through the story, because this is a current story, and I think this story might be in good shape potentially. Maybe not. We'll see. We don't actually know. I can't confirm that yet because we don't know. But what we do know is that she's made TikToks talking about this. Here's the TikTok. Is this woman in her car crying? And you say, well, what's she crying about? Let's see what she's crying about.
I don't. Hi, my name is Rachel, and I own a coffee shop in Brooklyn.
I should turn the volume up.
If you don't know me, I
started my business
Here,
with my boyfriend.
let's restart it. Let's restart it. I think that this for some reason is like really loud. All right, there we go. And then I also need to crank up my little volume thing here. My volume master. I need to go. There we go. Now you guys can hear it.
Okay,
Oh.
so I've been.
I'm the worst at playing TikTok on the computer. Here we go.
I don't. Hi, my name is Rachel, and I own a coffee shop in Brooklyn. If you don't know me, I started my business with my boyfriend, just the two of us, with just a couple $1,000, and it really has changed my life, and it was like the scariest thing that I've ever done. And
Okay, and I want to, as someone who's like runs their own business, it is very scary. Like and I think a lot of people know this, but there's definitely people out there that don't know this. Like just that part in itself is insanely scary, because anybody who starts a business knows that it's a risk. You're taking a risk. This is something that could just fall on you. You could start it and it could completely crash and be done at a moment's notice. This is including but not limited to my own job. It's something you think about all the time. There's not a waking moment when you have your own business that the thought of this could crash right now does not cross your mind. It just sits with you every single day. So any little moment, whether it's someone saying, this might happen or this, whatever, any little thought of that can like trigger it will in fact scare the living shit out of you. So figured I'd say that.
I'm gonna feel stupid if I try to edit this, but I'm just gonna speak while I'm feeling these things, because honestly this is gentrification. So I own a coffee shop. I started it myself. I've been doing it for 4 years now. It's just me and Taylor. I'm one of the only newest Puerto Rican owned businesses.
Go off.
I have no spoon feeding me ab. It's just my hard work.
God damn.
And today, I just got word that I might not be able to stay in the same lease because of rent increase, which is the reality for.
Okay, I'm going to pause it there. And I know that's scary, like the rent increase, but what's even scarier than that is like, okay, now take that a step further. Let's say they kick her out, right? Okay, the price that she got this for 4 years ago was much different than what she's going to find today elsewhere. What she's going to find elsewhere is going to be more. I was just talking to a business owner. In fact, I was just at one in Wisconsin last week before that, who had to move his place, and he will now be paying pretty much double to what he was paying at this new place he has to move to. And he said if he doesn't find for double, he's going to have to pay even more. So that part is like frightening in and of itself. But I think she might get to that detail, but I figured I'd offer that detail as well.
For so many people. But not only that, right next door to me, they're putting a coffee shop. And I don't know if I sound like so stupid crying and complaining like this, but it just feels like you just can't win. Like what? Like the small people can't win. And I can work so hard. And I can have such a good mission behind what I want to do, and I want to uplift other women, and I want to show that as Puerto Rican.
I feel for her though. It's like in America especially, we've been so like primed, and it's true. What I'm about to say is very true. It's like the rich get richer, and that is like our number one, like all of us. We all walk around and have that in our mind. We're like the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, And you know, if you don't come from a place of wealth, you have a good chance of getting totally fucked. And that's precisely what, you know, she's freaking out about, but also the prospect of losing her business.
And women can do things and be successful.
Okay, yeah, that's another, I guess this is the best terminology I have for it, but that's a major slay if you're a woman that owns your own business. I know I'm friends with a few women that own their own, like, actual, not like outside of like a photography business or outside of like a video business. I'm friends with like a few women that own actual brick buildings just themselves, and hold that style of, like, you know, holding down a fort down on top of running a business in it. And let me tell you, they tell me it's the scariest thing ever. All the time. All the time. There's rising concerns day by day. It takes a lot to be a, you know, seriously, it takes a lot to be a woman that owns your own business. It's a scary thing.
Make an impact on people. And I'm just scared. I guess I'm recording this because I'm hoping that there's something good that's gonna come out of this. That somewhere down the line, a few months from now, I'll be looking back and this is a blessing or something. Basically, if you haven't come to Buddy's yet, you have like 6-7 months to do so. And I want to make the most out of it. And yeah. So my name is Rachel, and I own a coffee shop in Brooklyn. I started it myself. I roast all the coffee. No one gave me money to do this. I have no one backing me.
Wow.
Except all of you guys.
Wow.
So, yeah. I just want to make...
Yeah, and I feel like this is also like a, dare I say, rare situation. It's not, it's few and far between that you find someone who didn't come from wealth that owns not only their own brick building, but runs a business too. Like, owning a brick building in and of itself is, I keep saying that because I think a lot of people don't recognize how scary that, like, owning your own business is scary, but having a brick building is another scary thing, like, for a multitude of reasons, right? Like, outside of just, like, the rent can go up, or outside of that, like, there's so many other things you got to deal with. Like, you're like paying like water bills, you're paying, Maria, you got to go. Good night. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Have a nice sleep. I've been up since 4 a.m. today, Michigan time, so technically 5 a.m. Illinois time. And I drove 6 hours this morning, so I should probably be sleeping too. But it's a scary thing because, like, there's a multitude of bills that you're paying that come along with, you know, the bills you already have to fork up on your own to get supplies and equipment, etc. And I'm sure there's things she still has to pay back, or maybe she's paid those things off. But there comes things like loans and stuff like that. So it's a scary thing. It's a scary leap of faith.
The most out of this, and I hope to make an impact on Williamsburg, because if you don't know, I mean, what most of you know Williamsburg as now is like this annoying place that you like fucking hate or you fucking love, but it was a predominantly Puerto Rican neighborhood.
Oh, that's sick.
Before all the gentrification wiped so many people away.
God,
so
I hate
me,
gentrification.
What it meant for me to start a new business was this fresh start of like, you know what? We're not going anywhere. We're here. We're staying. We can succeed. We can build our businesses. We have community here. But just money is always money.
Capitalism is only getting worse. It is just getting worse. And I hate the argument. I completely despise the argument that, nah, man, it's actually getting better. Nah. It's actually a good thing. You don't get it. It's like, no. This is the result. Like, when I talk about how bad it is, this is an example right here of what we're watching that is proving how bad it's getting. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
I don't know if anything of what I'm saying makes sense or if I'm being clear. It's just, it sucks. Like, I don't really have the most eloquent way to express this. It sucks. This is my life. This coffee shop is my life. This is my business. I have no other form of income. I don't have any partners. Like, I meet so many other people that have partners or floating things, and this is just me. It's me.
That's fucking incredible.
And it just feels like so many big corporations or big businesses that come here, it's like predatory behavior to like seek out a small business.
Dude,
and
you know what's even grosser? I'm probably going to say this in like lesser terms than I should because I'm not like a city official, so I can't speak in like city official terms. But one of the grosser things about having a brick building is the fact that cities and like town halls look over their land and they look at, like, it's always about making more money, and they look and they go, oh shit, like this unit right here next to unit 403 isn't making the same amount of money that 407 over here at the corner is making. We were supposed to be making this much this year. And then they don't give a shit who owns it, the circumstances. There's like, nah, dog, get out of here. Like, get your shit out of here, pack it up, go. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, that's how we're getting rid of our sweet treats. We're losing our sweet treats in America for that very reason. It's like, can we just hang on, have our sweet treats, please?
plop the fuck right next to them. So I'm gonna continue to work hard. I'm gonna continue to show up. It's Buddy's Coffee. It's in Williamsburg. It's 150 Grand Street. I also wholesale coffee. I roast coffee. I'm always looking to get into other businesses and other cafes, and I'm just here trying to show it hard.
Like, I've said this so many times, but I'm gonna keep reiterating it in different fashions. But like, especially now, running a business involves being on social media. So she's also probably doing like social media. She's probably like doing marketing. I mean, as far as I understand, at least, I don't want to speak for her, but as far as I understand this, it sounds like it's just her. So there's like marketing she's got to do. She also is like making the coffee. She's like having to like fix and repair things. She's having to like pay the bill, like all this stuff. It sounds like it's like on her, right? Oh, it's happy start to Women's History Month. Oh.
What honest work looks like, and you can be successful and not step on people. I still truly believe that with my heart. To be successful, you don't have to step on people.
Yep.
And I know God has a really big plan for me. I know my Santos are watching me always, and I'm protected. It just doesn't make it hurt less. So again, 6 or 7 months is not that far away in business world. So, yeah. And I will
Poor
say
girl, she's so much anxiety. I can just like feel the tension. She's like playing with her hair here. I feel for her.
I won't regret posting this because it's important to see raw emotion. Like, it's important to see like the fucking shit that goes on and what people have to push through, what people have to deal with, and you know what? Why native New Yorkers...
Yeah, that's the problem with the internet. Like, even, okay, not to bring this back to myself, but even if someone has their own business, like, I'll post one photo of myself working, and everyone's like, holy shit, you're so busy. Oh my God, you're so busy. And it, like, I think internet gives people the wrong impression. Like, this definitely happened to me last month. Everyone's like, oh my God, you're so busy. And it was like one of my like quieter months I've had in like a few months work-wise. And I'm like, God damn, people really do get the wrong impression just from like social media. Like, social media is like, it's one of those things where it's like we're never hearing the in-between. We're hearing the really good, like you'll see people post it like they're pregnant or that they bought a house or that they bought a car, and like, but then on the other end of it, you'll see people that are like you know, they're like, oh, my whole entire family died. And it's like, between that, you're not really getting much. You're not getting the, like, the thick. Because then it's like, the second you post that thick, you either get flack, people are like, oh, you're complaining, shut the fuck up. Or it's like, if you do talk about it, then you're committing the ultimate crime of a cell phone business of posting the, you know, the bad. And people are like, nah, this person's complaining, nah. And then every now and then, you get a little break. And by break, I mean right here. I'm not saying she's totally not going to get kicked out or anything, but I'm saying you get a lucky break, is what I'm saying, is right here. Joe Jonas commented, said, you are awesome. I'm coming to support. Good morning, America. Hey, Rachel, check your messages. I've actually got a message like that from a video I did once before. When Good Morning America says this, they literally message you, and then they ask you to, like, go on Good Morning America, or they say, can we share your content on our show in the morning? So it's either they're going to play this TikTok and talk about it, or they're going to have her on Good Morning America, as someone who's got a DM from Good Morning America before. Yeah, so one of those two things will happen. But look at this, Joe Jonas. Check it out.
Hi guys. I am walking over to this coffee shop. These Buddy's Coffee? Buddy's Cafe.
Buddy's.
In Williamsburg.
150
Grand Street. Saw this amazing video. I'll tag the link. Heartbreaking video. And I want to go support. I think you should too. And you can go, if you're in New York, go to their shop, get some coffee and beans. She roasts her own beans, pretty amazing. Or you can order online. Yeah, go to Williamsburg, 150 Grand Street, Williamsburg.
Dog.
About to walk in.
Joe Jonas is a G. Buddy's Coffee, Williamsburg. You all should go to that if you are watching, or maybe you're from New York and you know about Williamsburg. 1.2 million eyeballs on that video. Did we finish this?
And I'm gonna inspire people, and that's all I want to do.
Oh, she wants to inspire people. So then look at this. Watch. You go to her other TikTok since then.
Okay, so I've been trying to figure out for quite some time, basically since the moment I woke up, how to properly collect my thoughts and my feelings for the overwhelming amount of support that I've received. Now, I made a response video this morning on my way to roasting, and in that video I said, thank you to all 130,000 people that have watched me cry on the internet. Now that video has reached over 1 million people, and okay, so I've been...
Okay, also, I should say this. This does not apply to everybody, obviously. This is like, again, I said this earlier, this is a lucky, I guess, break situation here. But we are fortunate enough in this time to have a platform like TikTok, where when, like, hell breaks loose like this, we can at least have a platform to be like, hey, can you support? Like, I had a friend that lost a job recently. I'm like, dog, cut up TikToks. Tell him your situation, because he was like having a mental freaking breakdown. I was like, make a TikTok, like, talk about it. I'm sure someone on TikTok out there will find the job for you. Like, we kind of have, that's like our sweet treat. I keep saying sweet treat, but that's our sweet treat that we have right now is TikTok. Like, use this shit to your advantage. Like, some shit's going down in your life that's like life or death sort of thing. Like, freaking come to TikTok, talk about it. There's like helpful people out there. Even if the video gets like 400 views, I guarantee you like 4 or 5 people are gonna comment and like maybe know somebody or something. Like, I've seen TikTok videos go viral that turn people into like 100K YouTubers and stuff like that. We're very lucky and fortunate, and I understand that this is not everybody. I do acknowledge that.
A response video this morning on my way to roasting, and in that video I said, thank you to all 130,000 people that have watched me cry on the internet. Now that video has reached over 1 million people, and I'm scared, It's a scary feeling, but if there's something I repeat over and over and over again to myself, to my friends, to my family, is that vulnerability is power. In that moment, I felt pain, I felt betrayal, I felt fear, and I felt all those things alone. Or I felt that no one's gonna understand me, or no one else is feeling, or I'm exaggerating, I'm being dramatic. And I think it's important to share our pain as much as it is to share our wins. I see a lot of wonderful things on this app. We see a lot of terrible things on this app. And I don't know. Well, I just want to say that I'm so grateful that so many people resonated with what I had to say, that so many people shared, that people showed up, that they want to support me, that they know that Buddies is bigger than just a coffee shop. It's a community that I've created that I feel is so much bigger than just me. I don't do this just for me. If you know me, you know, or you know.
You know, I think that's one of the sadder realities, not to be doom and gloom. I feel like I'm giving a lot of doom and gloom commentary, but it's the real shit that I'm giving you. I feel like one of the realities of this is that it's tricky because the higher up people on top don't give a shit about communities. And it's like, in our generation, at least, I'm speaking like I'm 29. I would imagine this applies to like the age range of like 23, 24 to maybe like 31, 32-ish age range at least. I feel that we're in a time where we're all like, we kind of have our own communities, and it's kind of like our language that we all speak, where it's like if you're someone who's a social person, I'm sure you can attest to this, where it's like your community might be, you know, you and your friends that are like into, I don't know, like you guys might be all stands of Taylor Swift or something, you and your 10 girlfriends or whatever it is, or like you might be, your community might be like, you know, your little group of friends you go and kick the ball around with or whatever it is, you know. That's not like your little tight-knit community of people are kind of what you have when things go to hell. And that's what we know. It's what you have. It's what you know. Like for me, like I'd say my community is like the music community, right? That's like something I have like different groups of friends within that. That's like my space. MySpace.com. But we all kind of resort to community nowadays. And I think it's a really important thing for all of us to have. And I would say, I'd go so far as to say that if you don't have a community, if you're not someone that likes community, then I can't shame you for it or say it's a bad thing. But if you're someone who has like pondered on the idea of you don't have any, I would suggest just, it's a good way to like, I don't know, it's how you meet other people. It's how you learn new things. Just having your, you know, even if it's like your group text or whatever, the community is our thing, is like our generation's thing. Like, it's not very often that you hear like too many adults being like, oh yeah, my community. Like they don't, I think that's just our way of communicating now. Let's keep playing this.
Taylor, sometimes we show up and we don't got it. Like, I'm tired, We've done this every single day. If you don't know, there's a lot of new people here. Buddies is run entirely by myself and Taylor, and we have new help. His name is Rashad, if you've met him today, maybe. And we've been working every single day at this since the end of 2020. And it's not to complain. It's to say that, just to show that I want this to work more than anything in this world. I left a job before, and I'll share more, but the purpose of this video is to just say thank you. Joe Jonas showed up today.
That's
so supportive,
crazy.
which is crazy. I was in the middle of roasting coffee and Taylor called me and I was like, what? I will do my best to answer or respond and like every single comment, the good ones, the sassy ones. It's all okay. If there's anything that I've grown to feel and feel confident in is feeling all of my feelings. Like, I'm going to be happy just as much as I may be, like, I know I'm stumbling my words. I think the message I just want to say is that I'm still processing that I was that vulnerable online, but I know I'm not sorry for it, and I'm proud. And I'm so happy that so many people felt that. And it pains me to know so many people have felt that pain. And I can probably put together a little like better, a better video.
Also, girl, get your money off the TikTok. I hope this TikTok's making her like a girl. It's a 5-minute TikTok. You get paid for TikToks that are over a minute now. And like, if it's got a shitload of eyeballs on it, you get paid pretty well per TikTok. So, girl, get your money. Do it.
Better lighting. But I just don't want to keep anyone hanging. I think it was important for me to just jump on and share that your support means the world to me.
Yeah, then she made more TikToks after this right here. Look how many orders she got since.
Okay, Lindsay, I'm using your comment because I just want to be very transparent. We're receiving a lot of online orders and I'm so grateful, but I want to make sure that everyone receives their order in a timely manner. So I roast all the coffee. I'm one person, and most of the coffee, if not all of that I roasted today, is accounted for, but orders keep coming in. I just want to see if everyone is okay that has placed an order. If you see this, if you're okay with waiting, would you prefer that I shut it down, fulfill these, send these out, and then whoever wants to order places an order again once I reopen it? Or I don't know, I've never done this, and I just want everyone, I just want to do things properly. I should get some sleep. Thank you, everyone. And I will continue to say, all feelings are...
Yeah, look at this. A comment down here. This is why TikTok is so important. Right here. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Did you see Joe Jonas say he was not only kind enough to hang out long enough for me to leave mid-roasting coffee, he brought his friends along and was more than supportive and empathetic to my story. Wow, Joe Jonas. That's sick as hell. Let's see.
Are valid. Big feelings, good ones, ugly ones, scary ones, happy ones. All feelings are valid. And I'm in my era of leaning into whatever it is that I'm feeling. And I will repeat this, and I will always repeat it, I spent so much of my time not feeling my feelings or stuffing it or feeling them in private. And I think it's...
Hey, if you're feeling something, allow yourself to feel your feelings. Don't let someone suppress you and someone tell you that, like, nah, yeah, you're feeling sad, you just gotta keep going and ignore how that is. Just keep going. It's like, no, you should actually feel those things for sure. It can get you a long way, much like this.
It's so important for us to connect as a community, as human beings. That
see, she's saying exactly what I just said earlier about community.
We can celebrate our wins, and we can all accept and welcome fear or failure or anything. I'm gonna keep repeating that. You might get tired of me saying that, but it's pretty.
So then she made one more TikTok.
It's currently 8:45 p.m. Taylor and I are leaving the shop now. I just wanted to keep updating you guys. I didn't get a chance to have my phone out and film all the people that showed up, but so many of you have done those videos for me, and I just want to say thank you. And I'm gonna try to answer emails. I know there's like important DMs that I have to get to, and I'm trying, and I'm navigating the phone and orders and everyone that comes in here. And I'm gonna figure out a system. We're gonna I'm thankful to all of you.
Buddy's Cafe is on the up and up. He made a coquito latte. Try the coquito latte. Let's see what she says about that.
I'm grateful for everyone has come in and expressed that they were just so grateful for my vulnerability. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for just showing up and just letting the community know that like we're not alone, that it's okay to speak up about being fearful. It's okay to speak up about being scared, that people show up. And I hope this just shows that we can all keep showing up for each other. And I'm grateful for the people that show up for us and for me, and just we'll show up for each other and be kind and be soft with me because I'm navigating this too. And just thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Also, just one more thing. You all sold us out of coquito in record time. I'm gonna do my best with with the inventory that I have now to make as much coquito as I can so that I can get more coquito lattes out to.
That's like their signature latte. The coquito latte. The Dupe coquito is delicious. Yeah, so TikTok, I think, maybe saved her. I don't know if they're still getting rid of her building in the next 6 to 7 months. I guess that's like I don't know. We'll have to see what happens there, I guess. I guess stay tuned is the most I can say with this one. I'm going to do one quick Google search here. Buddy's Cafe, NYC. Let's see if there's any like written stories up about this. Oh, someone already wrote a story about it right here. So it's important. Yeah. Also in Puerto Rican, Buddy's actually just a couple blocks down from Tonitas, which is where Bad Bunny celebrated the album release. So much has disappeared. Rachel described being proud doing Puerto Rican-owned business in Williamsburg. Yeah, so there's no... I don't know. I guess maybe if it makes enough sales, maybe... And maybe if this... My guess is what could happen is maybe this hits public, hits like... Good Morning America tomorrow, or maybe it hit even today. Joe Jonas talked about it. It's making the waves on the internet. So my guess is that like somehow it could be saved through means of that, but that's not always the case. So I can't make a determination on that. I hope it gets saved. That's my hope, me being optimistic. I hope it gets saved. It's really cool to see this. This is it's a fun story to cover. And go to Buddy's Cafe in New York City in Williamsburg. Go in there. If you're from New York, even if you're from Jersey, go take the boat. Take the boat across the pond. Go to Buddy's Cafe in Williamsburg. Get on the train. Get your butt in the train. Be safe. Go try Buddy's Cafe. Or, go online. Buddy's Cafe, NYC. Get yourself some, she's loaded in orders. But the more orders she can make, the more she'll get around to them. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe you'll get your coffee like in a month from now and you'll forget your order and go, oh, look at this nice thing I got. Go get it. Go support the Puerto Rican woman-owned business. That'd be cool. All right? Go do it. Go do it. That's it. That is it for tonight's drama coverage on the Will Max, a.k.a. Max Williams Reacts channel. That is it. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Love you guys. Thanks. I just stumbled on my words. Love you guys. Thank you, everyone who's watching. If you watch the VOD, you're the best. I appreciate you. What was that? Like little confetti. Appreciate you guys. It means a lot that you guys come here and watch stream. I need to try to stream more often. Am I doing anything tomorrow? Let's figure out when I'm going to stream next. No, I'm touching grass at my stream time. I'm going to a birthday party. God, I'm touching grass like crazy lately. And then I'm touching grass again tomorrow on Saturday. I think I'm going to get home around 9:30 though. So maybe a 10 o'clock stream on Saturday. I have to be up early on Sunday. Potentially a Sunday stream. I think a Sunday evening stream is going to happen. I think so. We will see if... I think Sunday, yeah. Maybe I'll try to make it a little bit earlier because I know people have work on Monday. Monday's insane. I'm touching grass Monday. Tuesday, I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next week's looking good stream-wise. Next week I'll be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be freaking on fire with stream, okay? So made it this far. That's probably when I'll be on next. Sunday's a big maybe. Maybe 8 o'clock on that maybe front. So, all right. Love y'all. Good night.